Oh, I am so ready for fall, so let's get ready together with me, Indiana Jones, and today we're going to explore some light academia fall DIYs. Let's get started. For this DIY, I am pulling out all the stops and pulling out my sewing machine because I thought it would be nice to create a pillow book. Does that make sense? A pillow book. It's a pillow that looks like a book, and I thought it would be so nice to cozy up to a good book while resting upon my little pillow. So the fabric that I'm using here is a very light burlap. It's almost like a muslin, a little bit heavier than a muslin and softer than burlap. I guess that's how you can say it. Nice cotton fabric. And I'm just going to keep it at this, I was going to print on it, I was going to stencil, but I thought I would rather keep it simple for this first attempt. So what I'm trying to do here is an actual cover for the book. So instead of just making it like a square pillow, I'm actually making it like a cover that encompasses the book. And what I'm using as the book cover is I'm using fabric Mod Podge. And I just love this vintage style image that I found on Graphics Fairy. And yes, it is Halloween, but I thought it was just so elegant and fall looking. So I just transferred this to the muslin or to the burlap fabric, as you can see. And what I did was I flipped it over. I have it on some parchment paper, and with it's unplugged. It's just a warm iron that I was trying to de-wrinkle because there was a little bit of wrinkling. Now I'm using some ribbon as trim around that image. But I didn't like the idea of having it just on that plain burlap. So I thought I would add a little bit of elegance by adding this wonderful upholstery velvet. I just thought it was the perfect color to bring out the deep oranges and yellows of that design. So all I'm doing here is sewing using that ribbon as a guide to add that wonderful image to the upholstery velvet. And here's what I have, and now I'm going to add it to my book cover. Now my book cover, as you can see, is quite big. It's not going to be as big as that when I'm finished, but I just love the whole idea of having this book cover upon a pillow. And again, you can use any book cover that you like. Is it Jane Eyre? Is it any of the wonderful books that are out there? Maybe Harry Potter. What a wonderful idea to make a Harry Potter book cover pillow for someone you love this holiday season. Now what I did is I created a pleated, those are supposed to be pages, and it's just that material, and I had pleated it on all three sides so that they would look like pages. Now looking forward, I think I should have used some, what is that called, stiffener for the fabric. But again, I don't want it to be too hard because I do want to rest my head on this while I read my book. I stuffed it with, of course, some upholstery stuffing, and now I'm just closing off that entrance that hole so that it can be completed. Now you can add whatever trims you like, but for this first try, I like the way this came out with that lovely design. I wanted to remind you once again that this is Michelle of Moxie DIY and Java. If you remember, in spring she also hosted another Light Academia playlist, and I was so thrilled to know that she was hosting one for fall. So please remember to check out her channel and the playlist. If you love pumpkins and you love decoupage, this is the DIY for you. It's very simple. All I did is get one of those wonderful white pumpkins, styrofoam pumpkins from the Dollar Tree, and I'm using 1-inch to 4-inch strips and some Mod Podge to create this beautiful book page pumpkin. Now I'm not going to stop there with just the book pages. Of course, we're going to add some embellishments, but once the pumpkin is all dry, I added a little bit of touch of golden glimmer to the top of the pumpkin, as well as some wonderful golden and yellow leaves, as you can see here. And again, I also touched the leaves with a little bit of copper and gold just to add it into this very chic looking pumpkin for my Light Academia decor. Now I wanted to create another book. I have a lot of book boxes, but I decided to keep this as a gift box because I can still store things away, and I just thought it was easier and lovely and something I just wanted to add to my DIY decor. Now I'm using this wonderful paper that I had in my stock, and it has little moons and stars, and it matched so well with that beautiful design that again I got from the graphics fairy. I did cheat a little. I'm not doing fall DIYs. There's a little bit of Halloween in here, but it's so subtle and so elegant. I didn't think anybody would mind. I hope you don't mind. Here, instead of using Mod Podge, I decided to use one of those glue sticks because I just wanted to make sure that it didn't wrinkle. I'm having issues with wrinkling Mod Podge. After that pillow, I was just, okay, I'm going to stay away from the Mod Podge. But here I go, adding that wonderful design, and I love the colors of navy and orange mixed together. It's perfect. Now again, to add a little bit of shimmer, I'm adding dragonfly paint to her dress, and I'm sorry, I'm stepping over my letters here and my words, and just to give it a little bit of shimmer and magic to her image. I just love this. Then for the bottom of the box, I used a bit of that vinyl that is actually available at the Dollar Tree right now. I was going to cover it in paper, and I just thought vinyl was so much easier, as you can see. I think this is perfect for any Halloween or fall decor. For this one, I think I conjured up ideas and dreams of a beautiful harvest moon in a vintage setting, but it's beautiful and mystical and bejeweled, as you can see here. I'm using some gold wire, and it's not real gold, but you know, gold colored wire, and onto it I am just stringing some pearls, and these are pearls that I got from the Dollar Tree. I already had them. Then I had these orbs that are also from the Dollar Tree, the smaller orb and the larger orb, and as you can see right here, you can see the moon is starting to appear. I'm using that wire to cover or to join the two circles together. I didn't have to cut anything, just the wire that I'm going to be joining the two together. Now I did take out this wire and painted it silver. Could have painted it gold, but I didn't have the paint on hand, so I used what I have on hand. Spray painted it silver, and I actually like the combination of silver and gold. Now I am just stringing the beautiful pearls onto this moon. Now you can use pearls, you can use crystals, whatever it is that you like. And if you have more of a cottage core look, imagine this strung along with some wooden beads as well. It's whatever you have and whatever inspires you to create a beautiful, lovely harvest moon in your own home. Now, I really love this design so much that I even considered creating this as a headdress, so keep on the lookout. I might do something very similar for some costumes coming up ahead. Now here I also interspersed some smaller diameter pearls. Now I wanted to add some crystals as well, but I just wanted to keep it with the pearls for now. I just think it's so lovely. But I have to tell you, in the final reveal, I did add a string of those wonderful fairy lights. You can either find at Amazon or at the Dollar Tree, and I think this is just so stunning. Just wait for the final reveal so you can see it in all its glory. For this Light Academia collaboration, I wanted to continue on the theme of golden leaves and golden tones. So here I'm taking 4 of these they already have decorations inside of these frames, but I like the shape of these frames. So I'm tearing these frames apart, as you just saw, and I need 4 of them. Again, it doesn't matter what's inside because you're going to take them out. I wanted to create a very simple lantern. I just wanted something very simple that could just house a beautiful candle and some foliage. So that's what I'm going to do here. Foliage, yes, foliage. I like that word, foliage. Anyway, I sound like Elf when I do that every so often. Anyway, let's continue with the DIY. I really enjoyed doing this one because it was so simple, just adding those frames together. Now I have to tell you, these frames in particular did not like my hot glue. So I did use the cement, the multi-purpose cement that you can get at the Dollar Tree. However, for the base and the frame, it was just perfect to use a hot glue gun. It was absolutely just fine. Same as adding the styrofoam disc. Again, these discs come from the Dollar Tree, so we're already talking about four. That's $5 there, and that's 75 cents. I don't know anymore because it used to be $1, so it's 50 cents. So half of $1.25 is 63, 62 point. Well, you get it. It's less than $7 or $10 altogether. The candle I already had, the styrofoam I already had, and all of the foliage why do I say foliage? All the leaves I had were also part of my stash, but it shouldn't cost more than $10 to put this all together. And to find something similar to this in the stores would probably cost you at minimum $15 to $20, and that's at minimum. If you go to Hobby Lobby, well, you can get the 40% off, but yeah. It's a time saver. It's a money saver. I mean, time, it didn't really take me that much time at all, and it would probably take me that much time to get in my car, go to the store, get online, especially at Hobby Lobby. The lines, Lordy be, my goodness, that's when I start to pray. You talk about that being hey, when I'm online at Hobby Lobby, that's when you start praying to God. I'm serious. Now I'm adding the foliage, as I like to say, probably saying it wrong. But I loved these tones and colors once again. I love those yellowing oak leaves. They're just upon the brink of having really deep colors, but that's what I wanted. Something light and fresh. I love the white. I love the cream. And this is just a hint of fall coming into season, into play, as we start decorating for the season in August. But anyway, I hope you like this. I really love putting this. Oh, there it goes. There goes the candle. But this is lovely. Welcome to Indie Quickies, which other people might call shorts, but they're just DIYs that you can do in 10 minutes or less. So this one is going to cost you $2.75, 50 cents for the card, and $1.25 for the frame. And if you already have a frame, fantastic. It's only 50 cents for that lovely owl card that I found at the Dollar Tree. And all I am basically doing is reframing that owl. And this is a wonderful DIY if you need a quick pick-me-up at your office, and it's just very elegant decor, and I thought it was perfect for light academia, as we're doing right here. Grab those Dollar Tree velvet pumpkins and let's add a little more glitter and shine to this. Why not? I have Glitterific from Plaid, but you can also use some white glue or some Mod Podge so that you can add some glitter to any one of these wonderful pumpkins that are available for $1.25. And I've seen pumpkins very similar to this, much more expensive at the regular stores like Home Goods and TJ Maxx. So try this for yourself and you'll see how a little bit of glitter adds so much more magic to your decor this fall. Continuing with some more golden touches, why don't you get a book and rip off the cover. That's basically what I did. Actually, no, I actually found this book just as it is, and it had this beautiful blue cover, which I thought was absolutely perfect. Now, if you have a book that doesn't have a beautiful blue cover, you can take off the covers that it already has if it's hardcover or soft cover, and just add some any kind of paper that you have around the house. Remember, the whole thing here is to save on expenses. It's so much fun to go shopping, but it's a lot more fun to save money, especially in this day and age when economizing is very important, but that doesn't mean you need to sacrifice beauty. So all I did here is use some of my folk art gold paint and again some stencils that I already had around the house. And you can find some stencils on my Amazon page as well. If you don't happen to have some, this is a great investment. And as you can see, it's a lovely change from that very plain book. And I love that blue color. But it doesn't end there, because I decided to gild these pages just to add a little more sheen and shine and mystery and glamour to my set design for the final reveal. So if you do have some books sitting around that you don't use anymore and you want to include them in your decor, think of gilding the pages yourself so that they can add a touch of magic to your fall decor this year. Thanks again for stopping by, and I hope you're inspired to include a little light academia into your fall decor, and check out the playlist that was created by Michelle of Moxie, DIY, and Java. Thanks again, and stay safe, be kind, God bless each and every one of you, and remember to live the adventure. Oh, and come back for more by subscribing down below. See you again soon.